I'd like to call this regular city council meeting to order on this day of Thursday, November 13th at 6:11 p.m. Can we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can you please conduct a roll call?
Present. Here.
Here. Here. All right. I'd like to invite Pastor Stokes up for a word of prayer, please.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor Pro Temp. Good evening, Council. Let us pray. Our God and our Father, we thank you for this another opportunity to enjoy your favor, your grace, your mercy. We thank you for your keeping power this day. We thank you for allowing all of us to arrive to our destination tonight. We pray for the blessings of the Lord over our families, over our health, over our minds, over our bodies. We thank you for these leaders in the room assembled tonight. We ask that you give them grace and wisdom to continue to do their work. And we praise you for what's to come. It's better than what's been. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. Next, we'll have public comment. Those of you who'd like to make a comment to the city council, please step to the microphone, state your name and your address and whatever it is that you would like to speak about in reference to items on the agenda. All right. No public comment. Item number 5, approval of minutes. Can I have a motion to approve item 5A and B?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderwoman Harvey, second by Alderwoman Nelson. All in favor?
Aye.
Great. And can I have a motion to deviate from the regular order of business to take up item 9.1, resolutions and ordinances for a presentation?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderwoman Harvey. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Phillips. All in favor?
Aye.
Great. I'd like to invite up the SSMMA for their presentation.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Temp, Council. The resolution that's on the agenda, item 9.1, is in relation to the Calumet Area Triangle Planning Study. And with us here today to present on this study, the project, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce. We have 2 individuals from SSMMA, South Suburban Mayors and Managers. We have Christy De Laurentiis, the Executive Director of SSMMA. Sitting over here in the front row is Mr. David Clay, and I have to refer to my notes because your title is lengthy. Mr. Clay is the Environmental Justice Policy and Government Affairs Specialist. And then thirdly, we have Mr. Greg Osborne, the Senior Project Manager with Epstein. And so I will turn it over to Mr. Osborne.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem. Good evening, Council. I appreciate the opportunity and the flexibility of moving the agenda around for this. I want to talk about what we have been doing with SSMMA and under your partnership and under your guidance over the last 18 months to prepare this Calumet Triangle Corridor study. The study has been funded by IDOT through the statewide planning and research grant. And I'm going to give an overview of what the report is and the key takeaways. At this point, the report is in draft form. It's nearly done. It has been reviewed by each of the 3 municipalities involved, including Calumet City. and it's been reviewed by the steering committee and approved by the SSMMA board. And we're hoping for tonight that it gets approved by the city council at today's meeting. So the study is a 4.7 square mile area, and you can see it's a triangle shape, and the limits were established to capture economic engines and major transportation corridors of each of the municipalities of Calumet City, Lansing, and South Holland. The area includes River Oaks Mall, US 6, Torrance Avenue, and the I-80, I-94 expressways. The characteristics of the study area include 2 state routes, truck routes, and intense land uses. So why was this study important? First, we wanted to use this study to leverage with IDOT and county departments of transportation to advocate for more funding, to improve transportation and economic development opportunities within the study area. We wanted to use this study in response to community feedback, and we wanted to give an opportunity for the 3 municipalities to use this study to guide future design. So these are the plan contents and the table of contents. I'm going to quickly go over some of the sections of the report. First, throughout the study, we engaged over 500 people through a bus tour, which members of Calumet City were involved, 2 steering committee meetings, we had a public survey, 4 pop-up events, 2 stakeholder meetings, 5 municipal meetings, and an open house. And through that, we heard a lot from the public. We heard that they want to improve the transportation network. We heard they want safety elements and wayfinding signs. And we heard that they want to improve economic development opportunities in the study area. Another important part of the plan that we prepared under the guidance of SSMMA and Calumet City is to create a roadway design manual. And through that, we've created 19 different typologies with both land use and roadway characteristics. And then we're providing recommendations for those roadway typologies that can be applied to really any roadway within Calumet City. We also are providing this bicycle and pedestrian facility selection table that can be used as a tool by planners and engineers to select bicycle and pedestrian accommodations on any type of roadway. All you need to know is traffic and speed. We also have specific locations with infrastructure recommendations for pedestrian, bicycle, intersection, and transit improvements. We're adding, making recommendations to add sidewalks, crosswalks, bike lanes, and safety enhancements, upgrade PACE bus stops, add more mobility hubs. And the River Oaks Center, we studied that location, and we are aligned with Calumet City's plan for a mixed use at River Oaks Center. The report also gives other ideas on ways to use placemaking, art, and multimodal transportation for a revitalization of the area. These ideas can be integrated into a policy or redevelopment agreement. Little Calumet River is an important component of this study we found. We feel that it's an undiscovered asset for the region. What we are recommending is a trail, riverfront trail, to connect parks and destinations throughout the study area. We're calling for boathouses, trailheads, kayak launches to activate the river and build upon the Blue River Run and generate stewardship for its cleanliness. In the plan, we give a nice little map here with all of the infrastructure recommendations and a table with detailed information on what those recommendations are. Again, I think the most unique is the Little Calumet River Trail, a continuous trail that we're recommending follows the Little Calumet River. So some key projects that I want to point out specific for Calumet City that we think are important, relatively easy to begin the process, and will have a big impact for revitalization and economic development for Calumet City. The first is the riverfront trailhead at the Blues Water Run near the River Oaks Center and constructing a trail from Torrance Avenue to Riverfront Park. Adding a side path along Route 6 from the I-94 interchange to Paxton Avenue and along Torrance Avenue from Route 6 to Ring Road. This will make critical connections for bicyclists and pedestrians. And then completing a sidewalk network at the River Oaks Center. So those are the three projects that Calumet City can start to focus on right away. In summary, we are recommending and we have tabulated $32.7 million to be invested over the course of several years. None of these recommendations are funded yet, but they are all eligible for federal, state, or private grants. So now I'm going to turn it over to Christy. Yeah.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and council members. Again, I'm Christy DeLaurentis with the South Suburban Mayors and Managers Association. Our acronym is SSMMA, which was utilized. We represent 45 member municipalities in the south suburbs. That's constituents of about 700,000 people and approximately 224 square miles of geography. So a really big footprint in the south suburban region. And Calumet City has been a really valuable partner of ours for a long time, and particularly on this project. So I wanted to, identify the team that's here and has been working with us, as well as other stakeholders that came out and participated both in the survey, some of the surveys that we submitted. We heard from many of your constituents, and also with open houses that we had in the pop-up. We had several pop-ups within Calumet City and neighboring South Holland and Lansing. And so we were really trying to capture the goals and aspirations of the municipalities themselves or of the residents. I just want to speak a little bit about the partners. We had a large number of organizations that were participating with us as part of the steering committee. Most of those were transportation organizations, but we also had representatives from Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning and others who were really looking at the land use and trying to tie together the strengths that we had along the corridor, the heavily trafficked corridor, and some of the opportunities. So they were bringing those insights all along the way, and we were evaluating a lot of their feedback. What we presented to IDOT upon the grant application was really the need to look at the truck routes, the intersection of a heavily trafficked area that has interstate access and a lot of, through traffic beyond just what was circulating locally, but also what was the opportunity for economic recovery and reinvestment in the area. The other thing that I wanted to make sure that I was conveying to you is that IDOT's statewide planning and research grant is really a deeper dive into what are the highest priority infrastructure investments that can follow based on some of the recommendations. So there is an expectation that IDOT has that the communities that are within the corridor will be applying for funding for local projects that are important to you. So we wanted to identify discrete projects, which we did on the map, and some of the larger, maybe even multi-jurisdictional initiatives. For example, the facilities along the Little Calumet that may serve both Calumet City and Lansing, or even potentially South Holland, farther up the river. So. Today's discussion is really just to showcase what the plan has and really what we were trying to do, and think about what comes next. And so based on support for your actions today, or support for this plan by your actions today, then that will, it allows for use in further applications, both at the state level, but for other grant dollars that you may seek, and we're here to help you as an organization. So we really want to recognize the city's regional leadership, not only on this plan, but overall, and how collaborative they were with neighboring communities, and that was really important to us as an organization. We also want to stress how this particular initiative can help with funding readiness, which, you know, for your engineers and others, it's like, how do you tee up these projects and make them viable? And we think that this is really important. Obviously, we want to make sure that what the recommendations do is help you translate, you know, good projects into projects that are going to strengthen the community and really serve the community. So that's what we've tried to do, and we're hopeful that the manual that's created is really a takeaway that can, you know, transfer to other streets and neighborhoods outside of the corridor itself. So we're happy to answer any questions today that you may have about the planning initiative and really our outcomes, and look forward to your thoughtful deliberation today. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem, may you put me on the record?
Sure. Can we show Alderman Gardner in the meeting at 6:13 p.m.?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you guys for the presentation this evening. My question to you all is it typical or common for you guys to make recommendations for rezoning? So there's a blighted area that was once commercial, or let's just say industrial. Is it common for you guys to make those recommendations for rezoning?
So typically, the organization that I represent does not get asked on specific land recommendations, land use recommendations, although I will say that my organization has a full-time geographic information system analyst, and we do a lot of mapping. We work very closely with staff and try to provide them the information that they need to issue recommendations. And you know, if there's a need for us to analyze and evaluate sort of in a broader context, we'll certainly provide that, but it's just an advisory role. It's not a formal recommendation.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I have a question. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the presentation. So $32.7 million is funded by IDOT. Right now, should we adopt this resolution, is there any obligation to the city that you see forthcoming? And what percentage of this IDOT grant is covering the actual cost?
Do you want to take that?
Yeah. So just to be clear, the IDOT grant funded the study itself.
Okay.
The $32.7 million is a recommendation. None of these recommendations are funded at this point. And so all it represents is you know, we estimated the cost of all of these recommendations, and it totaled up to $32.7 million, right? So it's really just an investment that could be made by each of these three municipalities. And there are grant programs available to help fund these recommendations. So, and these recommendations are not a mandate for Calumet City. They're just ideas.
Okay.
And if I could, Mayor Pro Tem, if I just may add
You may.
a couple of comments. So again, based on the recommendations that were identified in the prioritization, what we wanted to do is try to put a cost figure associated with those in totality across the three jurisdictions. Because one of the things that we always do and really work very closely with staff and elected officials representing all of our municipalities is try to advance the ask to Springfield. how are we going to fund this? These are our highest priorities. So if you can look at a menu of projects over time and try to say, these are our highest priorities in 2026, might be 2027, and what's the estimate of those costs, then you actually have, a dollar amount to ask for. And that was the goal of putting kind of a price tag on those recommendations.
Thank you.
I have a question. All right. So you spoke about the 3 towns possibly taking on the project. Has the other 2 towns committed to this project? Have you guys talked to the other 2 towns?
Sure. So the plan, so SSMMA served as the project manager of the planning initiative. So we worked very closely with not only Calumet City staff and team members, but the Village of South Hollands and Lansing. So they've been participatory along the way. This is the first council meeting that we've had, but as you heard from our consultant, or maybe it was Deanne, I'm sorry, I'm not sure who said it, but SSMMA, as part of our work, we have a transportation committee, and because this is really a transportation-funded project, we brought that to the Transportation Committee that passed in September. Then we brought it to our full board with a robust discussion, and it passed the board. And now we're bringing it to the council. So we wanted to put our stamp on this and saying we're endorsing this plan, and now we'd like you to embrace it as well and utilize it to help guide your path going forward.
Anyone else?
I just want to make sure that I'm clear. So the total cost average on what you put together, $32.7 million, and that cost may change. What was funded by IDOT was the study. There will become grants available for us to apply for, and we have one of the best grant writers in this state. So I'm not fearful for that. My concern is signing on something we don't have the actual money at hand.
So this is a roadmap. It is not actually an implementation plan. So this is really, again, aspirational in identifying where projects may be needed and then allowing staff to issue recommendations on what may be the highest priority based on other feedback.
As you guys know, Calumet City has a slew of comprehensive plans. One of the mandates for a comprehensive plan is to do outreach, and we've worked directly with the other 2 towns, South Holland and Lansing, so we know exactly, what's going on in each town. The purpose of this particular project, it is not a mandate. It is like any other comprehensive plan that we have. When we write grants, we have to show something tangible so that they know that we have an idea we know what we're doing. And in cooperation with 3 other towns, that shows that we know what we're doing. This does not mean that this particular project will move forward or any project will move forward. But if at some point we decide to move forward with the plan that's laid out, we have a roadmap that could allow for funding. But this is not a promise at all. Am I right?
That's true.
Okay. All right. So that's just another plan on the pile.
But what I would like to say is that this is really a unique plan because it's multi-jurisdictional. Most plans that come forward are coming from individual municipalities, and this was really intriguing to IDOT, the Illinois Department of Transportation, because we were bringing 3 communities together along a common corridor with common vision. And they were like, this needs to be funded, and a multi-year funding mechanism, knowing that it was going to take more public involvement. And certainly there is an expectation that has been conveyed to South Suburban mayors and managers that projects should follow. Applications for funding should follow. So we're not predicting what that's going to be, That's your decision, really, collective decision, but we want to support that, and we'd like to see projects move forward, and we'd like to, be advocates for that.
Any more questions? So just so we're clear, your ask tonight is just to approve the resolution that we
That's correct.
would like to participate in the plan, if it so becomes a, real life thing.
That's
Right.
correct. We'd
So
welcome the support of the plan.
there's no financial commitment from Calumet City or
Correct.
any of the other jurisdictions at this time. So with that, Alderman Tillman, can I entertain a motion to approve item 9.1, resolution in adopting the Calumet City Triangle Area Planning Study as a guiding framework for transportation, land use, and placemaking improvements in the city of Calumet City?
So move.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Tillman, second by Alderwoman Wilson. Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, can I have a motion to return to the regular order of business? So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, informational items to be accepted and placed on file, items 6A, B, and C. Can I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Tillman, second by Alderwoman Harvey. Roll call. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Item 7, new business action items, 7.1 through 10. Can I have a motion to approve items 7.1 through 10?
So move.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderwoman Harvey, second by Alderman Tillman.
Discussion.
Sure.
This is a little different than what we received, so,
Which item?
this agenda. So, the agenda that I received, we had, so I'm trying to find it on here. Okay, so, no, number 8 and number 9. Overtime. So it is new business, number 8. Well, it was number 8 and number 9, and was talking about overtime.
Okay.
Oh, it's
It's still
still 8,
number
9.
8.
So the Halloween, this is, our overtime policy states that overtime must be approved prior to any event, any overtime. So I just want to caution the council of being in the habit of approving overtime after the fact, after it is not brought before this council. And then number 9, as far as the recycling event, I saw that was in partnership with South Suburban Charm Center. Who is paying for that event? That was my question. And how many people do we need from Public Works to work overtime for that event, or anybody in this city to work overtime?
So South Suburban is going to staff the, facilitate the manpower necessary, probably 90%. There may be some people from our Public Works Department that be necessary just because of, liabilities, knowing the ins and outs of our facility. So I'm thinking, I don't know how many you have on that you expect to work the event. Jericho, can you speak to that real quick?
Good evening, Council. For the record, we'll have 6 employees, 1 operator and 4 drivers and a helper.
So how many people is
Is that
South Suburban bringing?
they bring their whole staff?
We can always minimize.
Right.
I would like to minimize that for just a financial strain that we're in.
Sure.
Because this is not an event under the regular scheduled Public Works job titles, can the commissioners work since you all are salaried?
Technically, no, because Public Works is unionized, so.
I understand that, but this isn't part of the unionized job title in the rectified contract.
Correct, but if it's anything that has to do with machinery that needs to be dealt with, then I would have to call an operator or a driver to be exact. So because due to its at Public Works facility, I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be,
Can we limit this to 3 Public Works employees on overtime?
I mean, I'm not versed on what it would take and how many Public Works employees would be necessary to make sure that this project is a smooth transition. I mean, South Suburban they're visitors, so we wouldn't expect for them to know the ins and outs of our facility, even though they will be pretty much responsible for collecting, lifting, and all of those things. Our Public Works Department do not have to do any of that, but as far as operating, I don't think there may be large items that may, be necessary to be moved around with machinery.
We could agree with
But, I mean, we can, entertain reduction and.
I would feel better with a reduction, and I understand they are guests, but they're the subject matter experts. It's the Recycle Center at South Suburban College. So I would think they would know better than anybody on what is going to happen. It is also concerning that flyers for this went out before this even came before the council. If you can get your most skilled people for overtime, that would be great, and just reduce it. I'm going to ask Alderwoman Nelson, since she is the chair, if you have any input on this, just to keep the numbers low.
Well, as far as you stated that the overtime,
Okay.
per the ordinance, doesn't state that it, with Public Works. My concern is to go back to the finances. In reading the ordinance, is that this stuff should be approved before things are happening, before the bills are paid. And that's my biggest concern right now, because not just it being presented here tonight, but the entire layout and how much we're going to be spending that particular night. Again, I'm going to take us back to the ordinance, the finance ordinance, the state law in the city of Calumet City ordinance that says that certain things are supposed to be pre-approved before paid, not those, there's certain bills that will cause a resident to be impacted by. Those I do understand. So my concern is not just the overtime. This stuff should be planned out and brought to us saying how many hours are going to be worked and how many employees are going to be paid. That's what I'm looking for going forward. As far as the Public Works committee, we are going to have a meeting, and the reason I have not had a meeting is because I'm new and I needed to see and learn about what that job entails on that end, okay? That's all I have.
Oh, thank you. And so Commissioner Thomas said he is good with 3. So can
That's
we put this in this agenda that we are going to have 3 members of Public Works on overtime?
All right. So can I have a motion to amend?
I'm sorry, you said.
Okay.
So can we,
Alderwoman Harvey, can you withdraw your motion?
thank you.
Okay. All right.
Before we move on, before we make the amendment, if we're going to make the amendment to down to the 3 employees, but in the future, that we have this submitted in the proper order
Sure.
from not just this department, any department. But I know we can't put that there, but I want that to be worded in the amendment of number 9.
You want to make the motion? Alderman Tillman, can you withdraw your second, please?
I withdraw my second.
Thank you very much. So with that, can I have a motion to approve items 7-1 through 10? No, are we tabling 8? Oh, no.
I would say yes, because there is no bills attached. I want to see receipts.
All right, can we have a motion to table items 7, 8? Need a motion?
Wait, why are we tabling 7? 7 is just changing the date.
No,
Oh, you said 7, 8.
7,
Okay,
8, item 8.
okay.
Number
So
8.
move.
Okay, got it. New business.
All right, motion made by Alderwoman Wilson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Tillman. Roll call, please. Table number 8.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 And just for clarity, just my own personal opinion as far as my vote for no is that these are our employees, they are union employees, and they have worked, although not approved by the council, they have put in their hours. So just before we get in the habit of doing that, even though, I know what the policy is, I just don't want to send that message and paint a picture that
And that,
we don't.
so you all know going forward that it has to come before the council, because there is the likelihood you all might work and not get paid if it doesn't come before the council. But they've already been paid.
They've already been paid.
We're just saying that we're not in agreement.
All right.
Yeah.
So-
And to add to that, I understand that you don't want to send that message, but then we're sending a message that we're not following our own ordinances.
Thank you. All right, with that, can I have a motion to approve items 7-1 through 7, 9 and 10 with the amendment for number 9 to state no more than 3 Public Works employees in compliance with the collective bargaining unit? Motion made by Alderwoman Phillips, second by Alderwoman Harvey. Can I have a roll call, please?
Williams.
Yes.
Yes.
Nelson. Yes. Phillips. Yes. Yes. Wilson.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, item number 8, 1 through 4, new business, building permits, new fences. Are there any questions?
Item 3 seems to be a variance, and I do not think we have anybody here from that department to speak to it. Item 3, 267 Prairie Avenue, it's a fence variance when you look at it in the packet. It's not listed as a variance on the agenda. And I had questions about it.
What are your wishes?
Motion to table it.
Table it.
You want to
Yeah,
pull
we're
it?
gonna take, but if she can answer the question then. Okay, we could make a motion. I'd like to motion to table item 8.3.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Tillman, second by Alderwoman Wilson to table item 8.3. Roll call?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, can I have a motion to approve item 8, 1, 2, and 4?
Second.
Motion made by Alderwoman Phillips, second by Alderwoman Nelson. Roll call.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Items 9, 2, we've already approved 1.
Mayor Pro Tem,
Sure. Yes.
I would just like to bring this matter before the council, just for a FYI. The property next to this parcel is the land bank property that was purchased, that is now being rehabbed. Historically, this property and this parcel next to the subject property, which is 4350 Fifth Street, there was always a fence there. I guess upon the sale of the property and conveyance of 43, he discovered that that is a separate parcel. So the city is going to be selling him this parcel. But I would just feel comfortable if I have further discussion with the attorney, just to make sure everything is clear. So I would like to make a motion to table this item.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 All right, item 10, 1 through financial matters, right? 1 through 16.
I have a question. Number 3 and 5 are the same. 10.3 and 10.5 are the same.
3,
10.3 and 10.5 are the same.
Duplicates.
They're duplicates.
okay.
Can we take a vote separate for 16, please? 15 and 16.
15 and 16. All right, can I have a motion to delete item number 3 from the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderwoman Harvey, second by Alderman Tillman. Roll call.
Yes.
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 Gardner.
Yes.
All right, can I have approval to, can I have a motion to approve item 10, 1 and 2, 4 through 14?
Second with discussion.
Motion made by Alderwoman Nelson, second by Alderwoman Wilson. Discussion.
I am asking the council to approve items 1 and 2. My concern, though, is this is not always a welcoming place here in Calumet City. There are employees and staff that make it an unwelcoming place and a toxic place when we come to do our elected jobs. So I had to work with Alderman Gardner and Attorney Walsh to even get these 2 agenda items on the agenda, even though they were sent in timely. Normally, there is an employee here in Calumet City that puts in my requisitions for me, so I don't have to come here. I have video evidence where the mayor's secretary has stood in front of the glass double doors, barring me from coming in to use the one computer that we all must use to enter requisitions, since we don't have a system where we can do that remotely. I just wanted to go on the record, clerk, that I have presented this in your packet. There are the receipts. It's These are items for the holidays fast approaching. I am asking that after this is approved, if it is approved by council, that the treasurer have the check ready tomorrow, because these vendors cannot wait until after the holidays. When it was submitted, and a week later is when I was told it had to be done differently. I do thank Alderman Gardner for getting this on the agenda, and I thank Attorney Pat Walsh for also speaking with me while I was at Northwestern Hospital with my husband, trying to get this done here. But again, there is an issue with toxicity here and us doing our jobs. And if I have to come here to enter these requisitions and I'm barred, like someone acting as a bouncer in a club, from doing my job, it's problematic moving forward. I don't have a credit card, so I have to go through the proper channels. But council, my receipts are in your packet. Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 All right, item 1015. Motion to approve item 1015.
I motion to go into executive session regarding employment matters and personnel issues.
I second.
What's the reasoning, Alderwoman?
Personnel and employment issues. So hiring, firing, and discipline. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Roll call. Wait. Are we going in executive session in reference to 15 and 16?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
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 All right, ladies and gentlemen, from the public, we will be entering into an executive session. Please give us some grace. I do not presume that this will last long, at least I hope it doesn't. So we will see you shortly. Does anyone have access to?
We're going in, y'all.
Somebody do.
What's this one?
Emergency bill.
Oh, yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
All right, can I have a motion to approve item 1016?
Second with discussion.
Motion made by Alderwoman Harvey, second by Alderwoman Wilson. Discussion.
So I have concerns. On July 31st, 2025, we removed senior ambassadors. I would like all 3 senior ambassadors that are in this bill list to be removed. That was part of our salary ordinance. That was also part of our budget negotiations. We were not supposed to have that going forward, and every month we are paying 3 or more senior ambassadors $1,200 apiece. So I would like those 3 removed. Also, I have a question regarding,
Well, we gotta do one at a time.
okay,
Is there a motion and a second?
A second.
So you already have a motion on the floor?
Right, so the person that made the motion, he has to amend the motion to include the payments to the three ambassadors.
so I amend the motion. Oh, well, I didn't motion.
made
So
the
who made the motion?
Me.
Okay.
Amend the motion for you, and is there a second to the amended motion?
Second.
Okay. Now you can hear the discussion.
Okay. I would like to amend the motion to remove the,
Right, you already said that.
okay, so now the next one is Gordon Flesh Company.
Yep, yep.
After it's been amended, then we need to do a motion, correct? All right, sorry.
Okay, so that's what I just said that, I thought you, oh, so yeah, I can't vote.
You can put all your amendments at one time.
That's what I wanted to do, put all my amendments at one time.
Can you please, to make it easier?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So we are amending it to remove the 3 senior ambassadors. I am also would like to remove the payment to Gordon Flesh Company IT because we have an in-house IT department. This is an IT department I am not familiar with or have seen a contract for. We still did not receive the contract from last meeting for KSM, who has already been paid $18,000. I also would like Gordon Flesh Company
For the
for
$9,859 and 11 cents.
Yes, ma'am. I also would like some actual invoices. There was nothing in my packet for Farnsworth. And all of these large bills are in the bill list
Yep.
and not on the agenda.
So is your amendment pending upon receipt or not?
For Farnsworth, it's pending, amended pending receipt. I need to know what are we paying for.
So are you removing them until you receive it?
Yes, ma'am.
So removing Farnsworth?
Yes. On this bill list, there are several bills for ComEd, and I understand we have several locations throughout the city, but it would be nice to identify what are we paying, because some of these are small bills through ComEd, not of an actual city of our size. They're more of a household bill. So I want to ensure that we are not paying household bills with public funds. I would like to remove those pending the actual bills from ComEd. We have Calumet City Plumbing in the bill list. What was of concern to me was there are addresses. If anybody on this council can tell me the addresses, was there a pipe burst, or are we paying for something inside that home? Or maybe the engineer knows if this was part of the line replacement. It's just that it's not outlined. And again, I don't want to use public funds for private property.
So you're removing,
So I am removing Calumet City Plumbing until we get a full identification of what we're paying at the properties that are outlined in your packet.
So we're adding them to table and pending receipts. ComEd, Farnsworth, and who was the last one you just said?
Calumet City Plumbing. Removing completely are the 3 senior ambassadors and Gordon Flesh Company.
But that's the amended motion.
One more.
We're not, and when she's done, come on over here.
I have a question regarding class clerking for $1,240. Clerk, is this,
you know, I don't know nothing that goes on here,
okay, so I would like to have that removed.
not this clerk.
What is it?
It says class clerking. There was nothing, no identification to that bill, no receipt, nothing saying, is it an actual class? What is it?
State transfer refund, it says in the memo.
Okay, so what is it?
It's a real estate transfer refund.
The transfer tax?
That's what that is?
That's what it says in the memo.
And who does the memo section? That comes from our purchasing department?
Correct.
Okay, so for the record, clerk, I'm asking that the purchasing department actually, let's make some things plain. So I'm going to withdraw my amendment on that one. And so I'm done, Alderwoman. I yield my time.
So I'm gonna go to the sheet number 3, and then it's Dennis. I can't see it all because I rolled over it. Yeah. Slide 18. I want to see, I want that to be included in the pending receipts. I would like receipts for everything because this will stop this or minimize it, but nevertheless,
He's the maintenance man.
I know.
Sears building.
I heard, but I want to see invoices.
What does he make, what does he maintain? Sears building is closed.
Well, it's still a city asset. It has to be managed.
Or else the price will burst.
Okay.
I want to see the JV, the paper towels for $2,600, toilet tissues.
Are you removing these items?
I want receipts, pending receipts, pending receipts. Table, pending.
So we're tabling toilet paper and paper towels.
Yeah, I want to see the invoices. Yes, I want receipts. Yes. May not.
Okay, well, let's find something that's not reasonable to basic human needs.
No, because it's almost 3,000, hear me out. And
We
I've
got a
seen
lot
it.
of departments.
But I keep seeing it. I keep seeing it.
So this is the repetitive.
Yeah, and it's, I just want to see the receipt. And it's okay, if we get every invoice and receipt, then we won't have to go through this. I want the receipts to Menards. I want the receipts to the M&J Breakfast House. I want the receipts for the Lansing Sports. I want all of that pending, table pending receipts.
Menards, M&J, and then what was the last one? Lansing Sports.
Yes, Menards, that's on page 4.
I have one more and then I'm done. My final addition to the amendment is Taylor Media for $1,500. I would like the bill, what we are paying that news publication for. Taylor Media, $1,500.
What page was that on? I saw that. What did you say?
She said page 4,
Page 5.
page 5. I would like for that to be removed.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So there's Menards, the Senior Ambassadors, Global, Flesh, Farnsworth, Bills, ComEd, Taylor Media. What was the toilet paper? What company was that? What was it called?
J.B. Denny.
I can't hear you.
J.B. Denny. Said the toilet paper, right?
JB Vending,
Denny.
Denny.
Receipts to all of it.
So we're tabling these, right?
Not the senior ambassadors. We're removing them. We're removing the senior ambassadors, Taylor Media.
And the rest of them?
Okay.
The rest of them are tabled.
The items that you want to remove are
Senior Ambassador,
Senior Ambassadors,
Taylor Media,
Taylor Media.
Gordon Flesh Company. Yes. Because if we keep paying outside IT, why do we need in-house? Yes, yes, ma'am.
And then the rest of them are, I want to make sure we're clear, the rest of them are approved, subject to the receipts.
They are tabled pending receipts, so they're not approved. They're tabled. The rest of them are tabled.
All right.
And please also include Constellation New Energy, because we couldn't get any information on that. But if Treasurer Tarka or anybody has that, you can let us know what that is. It was like $36,000 in a bill list instead of on the actual agenda.
More than 36,000.
Yes.
Before we take action on Gordon, we do have IT here now. She can explain it to us.
So Gordon Flesh Company is for all the printers that's throughout the departments. It's not a IT, it's just a printing company with all the machines that we use.
This is the photocopiers?
Yes.
Do you have a receipt?
I can pull the contract, but it is a contract. So that 9,000, I'm assuming, is what you guys are seeing. Sorry, let me start over. So originally the contract is around 9,000. Now we do get invoices for overage because we're just printing past the allowed amount. So that's probably what you guys are seeing right now with the Gordon Flesh, but typically each month we get like a $9,000 invoice, but of course we get additional invoices for the overage, but it's just for the copiers.
So we can remove that from
Place here.
from removal to table pending contract.
Yes, Gordon Flesh Company, yes.
Yes, contract.
And Taylor Media, Treasurer Tarker, can you speak to Taylor Media?
I think it may be publishing, as required by state statute for our annual treasurer's report, but it appears that's what it is, but we'd be happy to supply the invoice.
Thank you.
Just in case it's not.
And there's no backup that exists in the supplement for these items, right?
It's in the system.
It's in the system.
System we can't use. They don't have access. So we don't have any backup supporting documents or anything on the bill list.
All right, so removal of the senior ambassadors and Taylor Media. We're gonna do them separately.
Well, you have one motion already on the floor, so.
It's one giant motion.
It's just one motion.
Okay.
Some are removed and some are tabled.
One omnibus motion. Okay, all right, well, I'll bring clarity to my position on this. All right, you wanna call the roll, please?
Harvey? Wilson?
Yes.
Tillman?
Yes.
Williams?
No.
Gardner?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Okay. Reports of standing committees, there's no finance committee report at this time, but there will be a finance committee of the whole meeting, likely Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Public safety, Alderman Gardner.
Yes, thank you. I would just like to request publicly for the police department to focus on more patrols in the area, specifically the intersection of 157th and Forsyth. Residents have brought to my attention on several occasions that stop sign is being blown when cars are heading eastbound towards state line. Also, they're coming in westbound off of State Line. The street is a one-way going eastbound on State Line. I would like to make the request to the police department to prioritize that for the next traffic safety grant enforcement.
157 in Forsyth, is that?
157 in Forsyth. Also, and at the intersection of Detroit and Highland, there's a stop sign there that has not been acknowledged at all. It's been totally ignored, so I would like to just request that. Thank you.
All right, Public Utilities, Alderwoman Phillips.
Good evening, everyone. I would just like to reiterate, being that the time of the, that we're in, for those residents that may need assistance with their light bill, please contact 1-888-806-2273, option 2, and that's ComEd Care. Also, I would just like to I had a resident who was concerned about the water being turned off today due to, I guess, the something happened with the plumbing. So is there a way that the residents could be forewarned before their water is turned off? If you could please make that happen, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks.
Resolutions, ordinances, Alderman Tillman.
Thank you. The Resolutions and Ordinances Committee will be calling a meeting the next week or two. Pending the schedules, I'll get that information out to everybody. Thank you.
Health, Education, Welfare, Alderwoman Wilson.
Thank you. Health, Education, and Welfare will be calling a committee of the whole meeting. Our concern is operational. The library is normally one of the heating centers throughout the city. And we want to make sure that we are prepared for any changes in weather and any needs for shelter out of the cold. We are also working with churches in our area. I know Pastor Montgomery from New Life Bible Church, Calumet City, will be on board for a food drive, and Dream Jewelers has contacted us, as well as Tomorrow's Youth Foundation, to give back to those that are in need. Once we have that information set up, we will be sitting that and posting that. If you need assistance, a lot of Calumet City is dealing with the residual fallout from the shutdown, and everything won't go back to normal overnight. Please contact my office at 708-586-4990. I will do my best to put you in touch with organizations that have food. We do pay a tax into Thornton Township. Normally, Thornton Township has food boxes. I don't know what's occurring now under this administration. But please stay tuned for the Health, Education, and Welfare Committee meeting of the whole, which will be not in council chambers. It will be large enough to host as many residents from Calumet City as possible. Health, Education, and Welfare would like to offer our sincere condolences to Alderman DeJuan Gardner and the family of his ward that are dealing with serious grief at this time. We have collected donations of gift cards that will be turned into you. Thank you to M&J Breakfast House for your donation. We will pick that up tomorrow. Thank you for Manskers Loving Daycare for your donation to the family in the form of a gift card. Thank you to the Tomorrow's Youth Foundation and the Second Ward Fund. We will be donating gift cards for this family who lost 3 family members tragically on November 2nd. They are Calumet City residents, Calumet City families. Health Education is here to assist. Thank you.
Permits and licenses, Alderwoman Harvey.
Good evening. We will be having a committee of the whole meeting for the Permits and License Committee. This meeting will take place on December 2nd here at Chambers at 6 p.m. An email will go out to everyone tomorrow morning. Thank you.
All right, Public Works, Alderwoman Nelson.
Good evening, everyone. I wanted to just let everyone know that we will be having a meeting in the beginning of December, a Public Works meeting. Public Works has already assured us, or me, that they have everything that they need for this upcoming winter. But again, our meeting will take place the first week of December, and it will be a committee of a whole. And then also, too, please remember, residents, that Public Works began to pick up the leaves. Remember to put the leaves on the side of the curb, not in the street. It causes problems with the sewers if it rains or when the snow melts. Also, too, for the 6th Ward, in December, we will be having a Christmas dinner, and the flyer will be coming soon. That's all I have.
All right, City Council reports. Alderwoman Harvey.
I would just like to remind families that All Nations Church, that's located 520 Sibley, they do have a food pantry. That pantry is open on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. and on Fridays from 10 to 12 p.m. That is all I have at this time.
Thank you. 2nd Ward, Alderwoman Wilson.
Thank you. 2nd Ward, if you need me, call me, 708-586-4990. You may text that number as well. It might be easier to text and get a text reply back. If you need to email me, please email me at Monet, M-O-N, E as in Edward, T as in Tom, at alderwomanwilson.com. I would like to, if you are in need of or would like to sign up for the toy program, please email me, monet@alderwomanwilson.com, so I can email you the application. So as the toys come in, we can set it aside for you. We are planning, it was approved today, our breakfast and our lunch program for the holidays. So please be on the lookout for that text message. If you're not receiving a text message, please text me at 708-586-4990 so you can be added to the group, mass group list. Thank you, everyone, especially from the 2nd Ward, that attended the Vision of We Gala this past Friday, where we honored Alderman Deron Gardner with the Public Trust Award, and we honored City Clerk Dr. Nyota T. Figs with the Phoenix Award. We also honored former 6th Ward Alderman James Patton. It was a great day of evening of fellowship and recognizing organizations that do good in the hood and sometimes go overlooked. We are our best resource, so thank you. And we are planning for February, where I will partner with Ty Solid Foundation as well as the Tomorrow's You Foundation for the Power of We. We laid the vision, now we put the power behind it. That will be a rally and fundraiser for organizations who fight domestic violence and protect families of domestic violence. If you would like to join in that, please contact me, 708-586-4990 or monet@alderwomanwilson.com. I wish each and every one of you a safe weekend. I know we're going to have a meeting on the 24th. Right now, I'm in transition with some things, so I'm hoping to be here on the 24th, but if I'm not, have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Alderman Tillman.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Temp. To the 3rd Ward residents, I want you all to know that my phone line will be back online this week, finally, long awaited. You can give me a call, 708-891-8193. If you have anything to those who are still waiting on a phone call, we plan to address all of those by tomorrow or Saturday. I also want to thank all the residents that came out to the 3rd and 4th Ward Town Hall meetings. To those that made certain requests of the alderman, we are still handling those. If we have not already handled those, we appreciate your patience, and that is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Fifth Ward, Alderman Gardner.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Temp. I would like to just extend my prayers. Tonight, we're praying for the Chacon family, as Alderwoman Wilson mentioned. Most of you may have heard the father, the 12-year-old daughter, son, that attended Lincoln Elementary School, and their 34-year-old daughter were killed in a traffic accident this past week. It's been all over the news, and I would like to just take and ask this elected body if we could stand for just a brief moment of silence. Sure. Thank you. We're continuing to pray for their family. We're going to be collecting some resources. So if you have resources that you would like to donate, please contact my office, 708-891-8195. Those of you that have issues, concerns, please continue to bring those issues to my attention. Again, 708-891-8195. Lastly, I would like to just say the South Suburban Land Bank, in which I sit on the board, they're starting now throughout the Fifth Ward to acquire a lot of properties. So those of you that have reported blighted homes to my office, those are now being brought back to the tax rolls, and construction work is starting on a lot of those vacant properties. So I'm excited to announce we have about 8 homes that we've turned over so far back to the city's tax rolls. So I'm excited about the work that we're doing in partnership with our community partner, the South Suburban Land Bank. I look forward to bringing the land bank here to do a presentation for the entire council, and we're looking at expanding the program throughout the entire city. We started with the land bank in 2019. I introduced the land bank concept to this council, and we've had a great partnership with them. They've had productivity, and so we started it as a pilot program in the Fifth Ward. So we want to bring the program and expand it throughout the entire city. It's a great mechanism for stabilization of blighted properties. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Sixth Ward, Alderwoman Nelson.
Good evening again, residents. I just wanted to come to give everybody an update in regards to the meeting that's coming up November the 18th. It is the Clear Lead Safe public meeting. It is to address the replacement of any lead lines. At that meeting, you'll gather a lot of information. But again, I hope everybody knows about it. I want to say thank you to the water department and their team. They have been knocking on the doors. The city has also sent out mailings before they knocked on doors. And then this Saturday coming up, myself and the 7th Ward Alderwoman will be also knocking on doors just to make sure again that all the residents are aware. And we just want to possibly have any conversations with any resident that is hesitant to sign up for the program. So again, please remember, Tuesday, November the 18th, and it's going to be at the public library, and it's going to be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the target area is the 6th and the 7th Ward. Also, too, just to talk about the Christmas dinner again, the Christmas party, or Christmas dinner for the 6th Ward will be the 2nd week of December. And again, look for the flyer to come in the mail and via text. And if you have any questions or concerns, please reach me at 708-526-1148. Again, my city number is 708-526-1148. Thank you.
7th Ward, Alderwoman Phillips.
All righty, 7th Ward. I, the 7th Ward Alderwoman, along with my family, will be hosting a 7th Ward Thanksgiving giveaway. The entry dates will be November 14th through the 18th. Winners will be announced October the 20th, and the deliveries will begin on the 22nd. The rules are, you must be a 7th Ward resident. You can call to register at 773-550-5552 or 773 502-1620. Please leave your name, address, and phone number. Good luck to all, and I wish I could feed more. That's all.
Thank you, Alderman Phillips. The fourth ward report, first be unto God that makes all things possible. We are still unsure if we will be doing a turkey giveaway this year, as we have done many years in the past due to financial constraints. Yet, if there's a family that is in dire need of food or special circumstances exist that do not allow you to feed your family for the holidays, please contact my office at 708-212-2240, and between myself and my staff, we will find some sponsorship for you to make sure that you have food for the holidays. There will be a dinner. We have scheduled a dinner for the annual pre-Thanksgiving dinner at Bernardine Manor, which is next Friday, November 21st at 5 p.m. And the food giveaway that we normally do the day after is still to be determined. I also would like to, I was just made aware of a letter that was sent regarding the trunk or treat that took place at School District 149. I'm just receiving this letter. It was just communicated to me how the city of Calumet City allegedly took over the event. I wholly disagree with the sentiment of this letter, and I will address that at a future meeting and publicly released statement, with a public release statement. So with that, is there anyone with any unfinished business? Yeah, Alderwoman Harvey. Alderwoman Wilson.
Yes. I feel to thank Kitty Gibson and Blue Cross Blue Shield for her donation to our Calumet City family. But I want to remind residents, on Wednesdays, we have Wednesday with Wilson at 6:30 p.m. and it's on Facebook Live. You can access Facebook Live through my website, alderwomanwilson.com, and join in on that. On Mondays with Monet is a subscription service, but we are discussing various things that are happening here in our city and beyond. Please continue to keep my G-Pop, Jesse Jackson Sr., in your prayers, and thank those that reached out to me as well as to my family and the Jackson family with words of encouragement. Just pray without ceasing. I would like to wish a very special happy birthday to my Chasey, who is turning 13. And so your second ward nephew is finally a preteen. Thank you. Have a good one.
Alderman Tillman, third ward. Alderwoman.
Nothing at this time, from.
All right. With that being said, no further no further business to come before the city council. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Alderwoman Nelson, second by Alderwoman Phillips. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Meeting adjourned.